Read, you dirty little beggars, look who is back, it is me, fresh off of Ward 14. I'd show you me stitches, but they are on me belly, and I'd have it shaved, and I didn't want you thinking that I am some sort of a airless freak. This video, this is the Avengers comic book, issue number 160. It is by Timothy Shooter and Jorge Perez. And I have done what? Nearly 500 videos now. And I cannot fathom how this run has never came up before. Avengers issues 151 until 177. They are some of the best, some of the most important, some of the most influential Avengers comics ever written. Timothy Shooter, his first run on a book with art by Jorge Perez and Jason Byrne. It's some of the best stuff out there. But don't, please God, don't get it mistaken for Timothy Shooter's second run on Avengers, which was issues 211 until 220. Those ones are some of the absolute worst Avengers comics, not written by Michael Bryan Benson. But happier times, Avengers 160, and this is pretty much a flawless comic. This is from the very late 70s, and there is still traces of the kind of clunky sort of Silver Age and Bronze Age style, but overall you would be impressed with how this still manages to hold up and not feel like a comic from the 70s. This is a sort of book they should put out as one of them true believers, but they're not interested in that because there's no sales draw for quality comics anymore. This issue, it starts by cutting the cast down to a more manageable number. This was something else I liked about this run. I knew that Iron Man or Thor, they aren't the real main characters in the Avengers. The Avengers is about these characters, the ones who this book is their home. Someone like Thor, he tends to overshadow the other characters. And then you have also got the case that Thor, he has got his own book. And now important with Thor is ever really going to happen in the Avengers title. So our cast here is the Vision, Black Panther from that film, the Smurf, Charlotte Witch, and Wonder Man, which is famously Wonder Woman when she transitioned. And like most of this run, this issue opts to focus and build up Wonder Man's character. Of course, this is a trans character, and it is incredibly important for representation and diversity to see a then male character like Wonder Man given so much attention in the medium. Of course, Wonder Woman later transitioned back to being a woman, so this issue is a bit bittersweet in that regard. The team, they are attacked in their house, as they often are. This time it is by Wonder Man's brother, Scizor, and he is having trouble dealing with the idea that his sister, Wonder Woman, has transitioned into a man. I remember seeing a recent video by that fake geek girl, Diversity in a Comic Book. Man, that guy is such a phony. But it was an issue of some female-led, female-centric, female-written, female story, female comic, and the baddie was Scizor, and he was being railroaded by a gender. He was like a total chump. But here, he manages to defeat these 5 Avengers. Keep in mind that Wonder Man, Vision, and Charlotte Witch, they are all incredibly powerful. He beats them and he ties them up, and then he holds them captive because he's gonna do a trial to determine if Wonder Man really is his sister anymore, or if, because she is a man now, if he is someone else entirely. Very forward-thinking, conscious stuff. And then we have got Vision feeding into the plot because he is an artificial man. Very clever parallel to Wonder Man's gender. Also, by lowering this comic's plot to be about this bullshit idea that Wonder Man is just Wonder Woman, it is really debasing what is an honestly remarkably brilliant Bronze Age comic. I'm not gonna give away the ending because it's a big character moment, and this might have been the world's shittest comic book review, but fucking go and read this. It is amazing if you are a modern reader who maybe never was aware of the ad stuff. This isn't just being held in high regard for an idea or a concept. This is a really good comic. I encourage people to read this issue. It is a standalone story about two major Avengers characters, and it's definitely getting a 7 thumbs up, but the next 2 issues are dog shit. I thought of something actually interesting to say about this issue besides that it is good. I just realised how deliberate this group of Avengers must be. They all have some importance to the central story idea and a Wonder Man's character. We have got the Vision, obviously, and a big point of this issue is how those two are like brothers. Then we have got Charlotte Witch, who is the Vision's wife and Wonder Man's unrequited love. Then we have got the Smurf, he is Wonder Man's best friend. And then finally we have got the Black Panther, and he seems a bit out of place at first, but then I realised his first Avengers story, the first issue with him in as a member, it was the first appearance of Scizor. Scizor, his first ever appearance, Avengers number 52, that was also the first issue with Black Panther in. So Black Panther is linked to Wonder Man, is through Wonder Man's brother. He is the only Avenger from that issue who is present in this one. So this is a very clever use of appropriate characters.